Hi, Libra. Happy birthday to you. You don't live in a zoo because you're not an animal. You are an inanimate object. I mean, obviously, you have other things in your chart anyway, so no, you're not completely robotic, but how's it going? How's work? You know, you do good for your business trips. I don't know where that came from. I don't even know any Libras who. I mean, I know of Libras who run their own business, but I'm going to do a little different for you because it's your season. And I'm going to pull some romance cards. I'm going to pull some of the regular as well, but for Libra, October 2025, Spirit, what do Libras need to know for October 2025? And in case you're new, which you probably are, this is Astroglyph. And if you found it here, if you found your way here, I should say, it's for a reason. I felt the need to pull out that rose quartz too. Maybe some of you are dealing with someone with Cancer placements or a Capricorn or Capricorn placements. How are you doing, Libra? Are you staying true to you? Did you lose yourself again in a relationship? Or are you remembering yourself? Or are you too focused on yourself and not the other person because in the past maybe the other people overtook you and you just focused too much on them, so now you're like, I'm not going to make that mistake again. It's all me. It's all me this time. Spirit, what does Libra need to know? Oh. Yeah, maybe some, and if you see this, the Libra scales, I'm putting some stones in your scales and trying to balance it out. You want to have fun? You want to have fun, but you gotta finish your work up. All work and then play. Wow, we're getting a lot of upside down cards. Yes. Oh. Is there a wish that you have? Something you want? Wow, do you see all this reverse cards? That's crazy. But you know what is upright is King of Pentacles and the Star. There is something you're nurturing, some inner wish that you've had for a while. It feels, you know, Neptune is it in Pisces now? Is it retrograde into Pisces yet? Or is that happening on October 2nd? I don't know. Or October 22nd, pardon me. I'm not sure. I need to look at my notes. But here we have the Hierophant reversed. And usually the Hierophant is, in my mind, finding the mundane to be magical, finding the magical in the mundane. But maybe you're just over it. Maybe you just want it to be magical now. You want to have a good time. You want to party. But you feel like you can't because a decision has to be made. I always, King of Pentacles would typically be an earth sign, right? So you could be dealing with an earth sign, but I also feel that Libras are, they embody King of Pentacles all the time because they are so good at handling business when they need to. The hustle and grind, maybe it's your masculine side. Work is good. But what about love? We have so many cups in reverse. Are you turning down someone? Are you refusing to implement new ideas and creativity in your life? Do you feel like you're not sitting in your feminine power? Have you been all alone, but not knowing where to turn on the light and find that wisdom where you need? Maybe you're going in the wrong direction, or someone is coming in the wrong direction, or coming from a place where, wow, okay. A lot of reversals here. I feel like reversals too are always so subjective in a way, because it seems when I see this Chariot in reverse that maybe you're refusing change. Maybe you want things to stay the same, so you're going to go backwards. Or maybe someone around you who's dealing with you is refusing change and they want to stay the same. They want to go backwards. They want to remain stagnant. They're comfortable in the mundane. And things are going to be revealed why that can't sustain itself. What is going on, Libras? Are you just so in your head right now that you can't? You're just so focused on the star and what you have, and you're just like, I don't want to lose what I have. I've gotten what I want in a lot of ways, and therefore I don't want change. I'm good. I'm good with what I have. But you can dream of more, and things are inevitable. Like, you love to create that change in others. But what about you? Because it seems like you're just sitting pretty and maybe you're not even absorbing what you have. Yeah. I think by the end of this month, life is going to look a lot different for you. I think you're going to gain a lot of new perspective this month, especially with Mars and Scorpio. Mars and Scorpio isn't afraid to be blunt and tell the truth. And it may be when you're not asking for it. But it's time for you to face the light and the dark. I know a Libra moon who is absolutely sure of this person. She is like, this guy is for me. I am positive. But is he showing up? No. Is he talking to her, texting her once a day? And that's enough for her? Yes. And of course, I'm not saying, yeah, text all day to people, but come on, man. Sometimes you think you could be so sure, but it's not in this lifetime. Maybe it's some past life karmic things that you have to go through, because I know you won't listen to anyone. You think you know best, and you know what? If you think you know best, then it's not gonna change until you decide it changes. And that's something I've learned about cardinal signs, is that you can tell them all day, do this, do that, do this, do that. They will not budge until they're ready to budge for themselves, and that's it. And I feel like a lot of Libra moons are stuck in this delusion, and hopefully when Neptune goes retrograde, we can start taking off the rose colored glasses. I think I said this in the Leo reading. I was very harsh to the Leos, but it comes from a good place, I promise. I just think that the universe hands us these opportunities and we don't want to see them. We're so tunnel vision on that one thing because we're so certain, but then we miss opportunities. We don't want to take the fresh perspective in, even when all your friends and family have good points, you're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Even though you're right, I don't want to hear it because I think I know best. And I am so used to this cycle where the person is gone and then it's all good, right? Because I'm used to that. I'm not used to love showing up for me. I'm used to love being far away from me. So it's so comfortable here. And when people actually show up, you're like, I don't know, I'm not into it. They actually showed up for me. Oh, they're like checking off all these boxes, but I don't get that oomph with them. So yeah, that's a scary place. And maybe it is crucial to work on work so you can just build yourself up. But sometimes, I mean, in my mind, I feel like the moon is the card of illusion. It is, or illusions being revealed. Hey, you've got an illusion. Time to wake up. When the sun comes up, things will be different. And, Tower card for the outcome of October. By Scorpio season, things are changing for you. And I love the Tower card. I love it. I love change. I am a Scorpio, but I love change because change creates growth. And I feel like you don't want to grow because it's safer to just be in the same thing I'm used to. And I'm so used to people either rejecting me that I want that because that's love. But that's not love. Rejection is protection, right? But rejection is not love. Maybe it's love from the universe. But why don't you make the first move instead of going with the other person and what they're doing and thinking what their way is the right way? Because it's not. You do know best for you, but that doesn't involve other people sometimes. That's only for you, singularly, to find out. Let's pull some romance cards, shall we? Romance for the Libras, because of course, it's Libra season. Gotta focus on the romance. Let's do like what? 2 cards? I'll take 3 if 3 comes, but universe, spirit, please. Okay, 3 cards it is. Even the scales want to dump out everything. They're like, I'm good. I'm just going to read these right side up. Woman, snake, and coffin. So, for a woman, if the divination is conducted for a woman, then this card represents her. For a man, it signifies an important woman in his life. So, what is next to is the snake. What is touching that woman is a snake. I mean, in my mind, this is like the Empress card, you know? Empress card sits in her glory. So this card indicates risks of falling victim to evil wisdom and cunning, subtle maneuvers and adept manipulations. The snake card speaks of danger, a stab in the back at a moment where we least expect it, or have shown carelessness. This is a deceitful enemy, a seductive, intelligent rival, an envious colleague ready to do anything to gain what you possess. And I feel like this kind of goes with what we were talking about in the normal tarot. You give and give and give to people who do not appreciate you. You're a woman, you embody it all. And the person you're dealing with just wants a piece of you. And usually the snake can represent this strong, agile person, but and then what's coffin? I mean, what is a coffin, right? It's for when people die. I feel like this is the death card. This card signifies the end of anything: emptiness, barrenness, inactivity, passivity, and sadness. The coffin indicates the day will pass on a low key with a sense of fatigue and depletion. If this is for the daily, I feel like something is coming to an end. And hopefully it's you telling that snake to F off. Because you're going to realize the deceit of the snake. You see there's an apple in here? Does it remind us of any stories? So the coffin also represents the end of something difficult. So maybe this person is going to get a wake-up call. I mean, this is me hoping for the best and being a little delusional for sure, but I'm hoping that this person gets a wake-up call and it's the end of a bad time with this person, and maybe this person's going to end up being a king. If we refuse, though, to see the issues, then this can end badly. You know, this is deceit. And when we saw the moon card in the last, it's when secrets come to light, or something is coming to light. If you don't, in the 8, you know, number 8 is Scorpio. I think by Scorpio season, you're going to realize that it's over. Not even necessarily between you and a person, but with you and your delusions. Because by October 22nd, when Neptune goes direct, or sorry, when Neptune goes retrograde, my apologies, I feel like this will signify the ending of your delusions. And I just hope you take control of it instead of letting the other person do it for you. So I'm hoping for the best, because come on, look at her. Look at you. You're beautiful. You've got it all. You're abundant. You're lovely. You're healing. You're beautiful. And yet you're choosing to hang out with this snake who is just not it. And of course, if you're in a happy established bond, this could just mean the end of you guys fighting. The end of, you know, bad things happening. But if you are not in a happy loving bond, then yes. All right. Well, that was a little dreary, I'm not going to lie. But I mean, if you're in a happy established bond, then why are you at this reading? You're good. Because that was definitely. And then let's do an animal card. Animal card for the Libras. Just one, please. I know how ironic, Libras are not representative of any creature, but we're gonna see what pops up here. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Rabbit. You know, I heard this thing. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that psychopaths love rabbits because they're so easy to manipulate and control. I don't know if that's true, you know? I'm not sure if that's true at all. Let's find it in this book because I'm not as versed in this book. Rabbit. So with a rabbit card, afraid of everything, overwhelmed and frozen. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often around the future. And when we become our own worst enemy, we spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words. Oh, rabbit, they shape your destiny. When in balance, sensitive, problem solver, and a good listener. When out of balance, over explains and talks fast. To bring into balance a day of silence. And that's so funny to me because Libras they will just talk themselves out of everything because they can't make decisions, especially if you're not vibrating at your highest. When you're vibrating at your highest, it's very, very easy to make decisions and not let others make it for you. So, yeah, it's good to quiet the mind, especially if you're a Libra moon, but definitely just quiet yourself and listen when people tell you things, not to control you, but just to let you know, like, you know, you're cared for and you're loved. And, you know, just because you feel it in your bones doesn't necessarily mean now is when it needs to happen, or it doesn't mean that it hasn't happened before in a past life. I just get worried sometimes about Libras when they're not in touch with their spirituality and when they're using substances to quiet themselves and their brains and their words. It's hard sometimes. So, yep. Anyways, I love you, Libras. Happy birthday. Take care.